Hello, everyone, and welcome to an exciting and thought-provoking discussion that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Today, we're diving into a gripping story straight out of New Orleans, a tale of escape, controversy, and the power of social media in the modern age. We're talking about Antoine Massey, an inmate who escaped from jail, claimed his innocence, and set off a firestorm of public attention and law enforcement action. This isn't just a crime story. It's a window into how technology, justice, and society collide in 2025. So, let's unpack this fascinating case and see what it teaches us about the world we live in. Let's set the scene. On May 16, 2025, 10 inmates break out of the Orleans Parish Jail in New Orleans. That's a massive security failure, and it immediately grabs national attention. By June 3rd, 8 of those inmates have been caught, but 2 are still out there. Antoine Massey, who's 32, and Derek Groves, who's 27. Now, Massey isn't just hiding in the shadows, he's making headlines. A viral Instagram video allegedly shows him claiming he didn't escape but was let out of jail, hinting at possible misconduct by the jail staff. This claim gets a huge boost when a verified X account, Sachi's DGT, posts about it on June 2nd, saying Massey pleads his innocence. That post blows up, racking up 540,000 views, 3,400 likes, and hundreds of retweets and quote posts in just 19 hours. The public is clearly captivated by this drama. So, who is Antoine Massey, and why is his claim so controversial? Let's dig into his background. Massey was arrested in March 2025 on charges of vehicle theft and domestic abuse battery, and he was also wanted in St. Tammany Parish for other crimes. But here's the kicker. This isn't his first time trying to break free. He has a history of escape attempts, including cutting off an ankle monitor and even threatening a jail worker. This paints him as a high-risk individual in the eyes of law enforcement. So, when he says he was let out and didn't escape, it's hard for many to take that at face value. If you've got a track record of running and a list of serious charges, claiming innocence while you're on the run raises a lot of eyebrows, doesn't it? What makes this story even more intriguing is the role of social media. That X post from Sachi's DGT isn't just a news update, it's a cultural moment. With 540,000 views, it shows how much the public is drawn to this story. And then there's the Instagram video where Massey allegedly makes his case. Social media has given him a platform to speak directly to the world, something that would have been unthinkable for a fugitive even a decade ago. Is he trying to gain public sympathy? Is he hoping to negotiate better terms for his surrender? Or is he just trying to buy time? Whatever his goal, this shows how digital platforms can change the game in criminal justice. They can amplify a fugitive's voice, but they also make it harder for law enforcement to track someone down without public interference. It's a double-edged sword, and it's fascinating to see it play out in real time. Now, let's talk about the law enforcement side of things. The manhunt for Massey and Groves has been going on for 19 days as of the latest reports, and it's getting intense. Authorities are investigating that Instagram video to see if it's really Massey and whether it can help them find him. There's a reward out for information leading to his capture, and a veteran bounty hunter who caught Massey before says it's only a matter of time before he's nabbed again, especially if the reward money goes up. But this manhunt isn't cheap. The costs are piling up, and law enforcement is feeling the pressure to wrap this up. They've even publicly urged Massey to surrender, which tells you how seriously they're taking this. This case also raises bigger questions about the state of our correctional facilities. How do 10 inmates escape from a jail in the first place? The Orleans Parish Jail has come under scrutiny for this breach, and it's a stark reminder that security in these facilities needs to be airtight. If someone like Massey, with a history of escape attempts, can get out, what does that say about the system? It's a wake-up call for officials to address these vulnerabilities, because public safety depends on it. But let's zoom out even further. This story isn't just about Massey or the jail. It's about how crime and technology are evolving together. Fugitives using social media to plead their case is a relatively new phenomenon, and it's changing the way we think about criminal justice. On one hand, it gives individuals a chance to tell their side of the story, which can sometimes shed light on systemic issues like jail misconduct. On the other hand, it can muddy the waters, making it harder for law enforcement to do their job and potentially swaying public opinion in ways that might not align with the fact. Massey's claim of being let out might have a grain of truth. We don't know yet, but his history makes it hard to take at face value without more evidence. The public's fascination with this case, as seen in those massive engagement numbers on X, also tells us something about ourselves. We're drawn to stories of escape, defiance, and drama. It's almost like a real-life movie playing out on our screens. But it's worth asking, are we engaging with this story because we care about justice, or because it's entertaining? That's a question we should all reflect on as we follow cases like this. As of right now, Massey is still out there, and the situation remains unresolved. Law enforcement is working hard to bring him in, and the public is watching closely. Whether his claim of innocence holds any water, only time will tell. But one thing is clear. This case is a powerful example of how the digital age is reshaping crime, justice, and the way we talk about both. It's a story that challenges us to think about security, technology, and the court of public opinion, all while keeping us glued to our screens. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into Antoine Massey's story. It's a wild ride, and I hope it's given you a lot to think about as we navigate this ever-changing world. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you for the next big story.